just left for Yuquat, which is a small First Nation community on the west side of Vancouver Island. It's basically right in the middle of the island. It's probably one of the most remote communities. And people were super nice. Turns out that there's no mortgage fee, which I was ready to pay whatever. And there's quite a few trails, which they were really nice. There's some gigantic trees on that island. And it looks like a gorgeous day today to head towards Nootka Sound. And it's only about 50 miles away, so we won't have to sail at night. We'll be there before sundown probably. There has been no wind at all day, so we've been motoring, and we're gonna go anchor on Nootka Island. It's apparently one of the big destinations on the coast, so let's go check it out. We just spent the night in the beautiful anchorage on Nootka Island, and the wind is going to be a westerly today, so it's not ideal to go across Esteban's Point because it sticks out about 5 miles into the Pacific, but we should be able to clear it with not much of a deal. So yeah, we had got lucky so far to not have any fog, because welcome to the west coast of Vancouver Island, where there's a permanent fog bank all summer long. Basically, they call it Fogust, and I mean, it's September 1st today, but still pretty much Fogust, which we didn't get much of a summer this year, so I think this is it kicking in. Looks like the fog is finally lifting ahead of us. So hopefully with that comes the wind. We're just pulling into Friendly Cove for the night. Looks gorgeous. The lighthouse right there and the open ocean less than a mile away. So that's kind of ideal for a overnight anchorage, and beautiful view. Look at this. So I tied to these pilings for the night because the dock it has jagged pieces of metal sticking off the sides, so I didn't want to play with that. And it's a pretty small anchorage, so I was a little bit lazy. I just didn't feel like anchoring, so I tied up to this log there. I just had to make sure through the night with the tide going up and down that I had enough rope. Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Woo! Here's the wind! There's about 15 knots from the north right now, which is quite ideal to cross Esteban's Point, which is a bit like Brooks Peninsula, sticks out about 10 miles into the open ocean. I'm not sure if you can see it through the clouds there, but here's the end. So we're about a mile away from those rocks. You can see them, the white breaking on the rocks there. I can hear the roar of the waves crashing onto the rocks from a mile away. No, I would not want to be anywhere near those rocks. I'm happy to be a mile off right now. It's I don't know if you can hear it in the camera, but it's really loud. Well, right there. I just missed it. I don't think it's gonna surface again, and we're going 6 knots, so I might not get to see it again. But I think it was a humpback, but it was quite gray. It had spots all over. I'm not too sure. It was so quick. Well, we're just coming past Estevan's Point, so right over there is the hot springs. And we're gonna stop in, even though it's just a half day, and then we'll have a half day left until Tofino. It's worth stopping in at the hot springs. Hard to tell where the entrance to the cove is, because there's the entrance to the island on the starboard side of the lighthouse there, and to the port side there's an entrance to the hot spring cove, which I can't really see where the entrance is. I can see where the rocks are, that's for sure. It's definitely breaking on the rocks there, but I have to find my way between the rock pile and the lighthouse. We'll see how it goes. We just left at anchor. We were anchored in the Hot Spring Cove, just 24 miles north of Tofino for the night. I was really looking forward to go to the hot springs, but I should have known better because they're closed because of COVID-19. Which, oh well, I've only waited my whole life to come here. But, I mean, the hot springs are not going anywhere for now anyways, so we'll come back someday and get to enjoy the hot springs for real. I made some awesome salad. And we're headed for a wall of fog. Welcome to Tofino. There's a lot more current than I expected in these channels. I was surprised I was doing 4 knots, and then all of a sudden I just hit the wall of current and I was doing 1 knot.